What's up? What's up? Okay. So, it's episode 9. And
Wait, we ain't on yet?
yeah, we are. We're on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, send me the invite for the live, but not one on. I thought we did. Normally we do send like the people that are normally on here. One. What's up, Samantha? How are you? All right, so we have something funny that just happened right now.
Wait.
It was hilarious. Don't stop.
It's not that funny.
It was funny, okay?
Wait, first of all, can you believe this is show number 9?
How? Oh no, you're here. Now you're here. What the hell you mean? What's up, Michael?
Who's this? Who talking shit?
My baby Jesus is. We have a special guest behind us. It's Prince. Prince is behind us.
Yeah, hopefully he don't fall asleep on us today. The last time we brought him in, what happened?
He was like
2
passed out.
minutes in, he's like, Mom, Dad, you're
This
boring.
shit's boring as hell.
Pass out.
Anyway, so let me tell you something funny, okay? So before we're
If
on our way,
this isn't funny,
it is funny.
I'm
We
gonna
were
be
on our way
disappointed.
over here, okay?
On our way.
By the way, sorry I look homeless. I was just too tired to do anything to myself. But listen, we were on our way over here, and we had to stop by Dutch Bros, of course, because we were thirsty as hell. And anyway, so we always buy any officers that are in line a drink. Like, we always say, like, well, we'll buy their drinks or whatever. So Alex is like, so we're there, and have you guys ever seen our truck? It looks like an FBI. It's a Yukon XL, and everything's blacked out on it except for the tints.
It looks like a government vehicle.
Except for, it looks like a government vehicle. I meant, but the tint is all legal, so, but it just looks darker than what it is because the color's black.
Do you guys hear the tint's all legal? There ain't nobody watching.
But
ain't nobody out here caring if it's legal or not.
I'm just saying they could pull us over for that shit. Anyway, so you know, we're like, oh yeah, let's get their drinks. So the lady comes like, oh, we want to buy their drinks, and she's like, okay. She walks over, and I was like, open up the middle console, and I'm like, why? He's like, because we forgot to put our tags on the damn license plate because I made this license plate. And it's all ugly now, so we need to take it off. It's warped. But
she tried to do a DIY, it didn't work out. It lasted 2 weeks. We should have took it off.
No, it lasted a long time, but because it's what is it? It's resin.
Our tags are from December, and they're in our glove compartment. I told Jamie, I said, look, now the sheriffs are going to think that we bought them a drink because we don't have tags.
That was funny as hell.
It was pretty funny.
Anyways, they ended up going in front of us. So
thank God. I was about to crack the window, and Jamie was like, don't crack the window. You look like Suge Knight.
It did. I was like, look like Suge Knight.
That ain't right. I know I'm sunburned, but I ain't that dark. Jeez. I know I'm big, but dang. You know what I mean?
And then, so that was pretty funny. But they're like, thank you. And we're like, you're welcome. Thank you for your service. Because you got to do a good deed.
Good evening, Carla.
What's up, Carla? Carla. Gabriel said he wanted his birthday cake from Carla.
Well, let me tell you this. Before we even get started, let's talk about that Pop Studio launch party. Oh,
shit. You guys missed out. Like,
so on April 21st, we had our launch party for Pop Studio.
It was so much fun. And the cupcakes were bomb as hell. The cupcakes. Cupcakes.
Did she say cupcakes?
Cupcakes, right? That's what they're called.
Cupcakes.
No, cupcakes.
Cupcakes, yeah. Yeah, Carla makes these cupcakes. They're fire. I don't know what. I had almost all her flavors except like one. The only one I didn't. Yeah. You know,
no, they were fire. And
I'm a certified big boy, so I'm gonna try them all.
Missed out too. She was having a bomb deal, $1 a cupcake, and I believe she sold. Her goal was to sell 300, and I believe she did 450.
Hey, don't be dropping my name like that.
450. Shut the hell up.
I call myself This is your boy 300 plus. My girl eyelash 5,000. I don't know where her eyelashes are today.
We did invite. We shared it on Facebook.
We shared everybody.
It was so much fun.
We seen some old friends, some old acquaintances. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Made
it was
some new
definitely.
friends.
It was cool because we all got to see everyone that comes to the Pop Studio, which was awesome, and we got to meet Carla. And I'm like, damn, so this is the person that made those lumptious cupcakes.
I ain't trying to throw my wife under the bus here because that's not what I do. Usually she does that to me. Usually I'm the one getting attacked by my wife. But let me tell you something right here.
What?
Jamie was like, what kind of brewery doesn't sell regular beer?
Because I like hair on my chest, okay?
Look, she doesn't realize a brewery sells their own beer, their own beverages. They brew them there. She's like, can I get a Bud Light? I'm like, oh, my God. No, you don't do that here. So we got her the closest thing to it. She had 2 drinks and she got sick. She can't handle brewery beer.
Nah, that shit was too much. That was way too much. I can't. That was like too much. I don't know. Erica, what'd you think, Erica? I like Bud Light. I like Michelob Ultra.
Have you seen those Bud Light commercials now, or the Bud Light TikToks now?
No,
where the people get Bud Light. Yeah, I think that's pretty funny. People take it too far.
What else was I say?
I don't know. What are you gonna say?
There was something else.
You're about to talk some shit, but I'm not gonna tell you what you're gonna say because I'm not ready for it.
Anyways, all right. Let me see. Yes, Coco Cakes Mama. Thank you for your support. I did over 450. It was an amazing night to remember. It sure was. It was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun. But we are gonna have we're definitely gonna have more events coming up that Diego wants to do, and it's gonna be bomb. Let's see. I love. What did you say? Budweiser. Breweries. Oh, I'm a man. I drink IPAs. I can't.
Yeah, that'll put hair on your chest.
I just can't. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. I drank 2 and that was like I was done. But anyways, let me tell you another thing that's funny, okay?
Let's hear this.
Let me tell you another thing that's funny, okay? So I was reading this book, and this book is called The Seven Spiritual Success, okay?
Here we
so
go.
Basically, this book, you don't have to be like nothing, but if you guys read it, it's like literally a short book, but it makes you want to be like a better person, right? And so it basically has 7 ways of different things. What? I'm just saying.
You need a lot of work to be a better person.
No, let me tell you.
You better keep reading that book, girl. That's all I gotta say.
So basically what it is for, it's really like for like how to like, if you're like real spiritual, like how to manifest and things like that. But one of the things was saying like how the universe is like what you put out is what you get in, right? Mm-hmm. So one of my biggest flaws, like if you guys know me, like I always get things reaction. So like if some girls like, oh,
she's an overreactor.
Not overreacted. No, that's not.
If anybody has ever had an incident where Jamie overreacted, please raise your hand on there. I want to see. Show me. I guarantee you there's more than 5 people right now. Look at Prince raise his hand. Did you see Prince raise his hand? Did that come out?
Raise his hand.
Yeah, he's raising his hand right now. Jamie, look.
Anyways,
like, yeah,
so one of the little things, and it's really cool because after each chapter, there's like 7 chapters in there. It's only like 100 pages. After each chapter, it talks about like the 5 points. All right, so one of them was about reacting. I know you're not like raising your hand now.
No.
There's like, so one of the thing was talking about how not everything needs a reaction, right? Exactly. Even thinking without saying manifest. Yes. What's up, Kelly? How are you? So one of the things was saying that not everything needs a reaction. And me, I'm a big reactor. Like if this girl's like, damn, that bitch got big eyes. I'm like, the fuck? Who the fuck? Like, I'm like, and I can't help it. Like I never used to be like that until like I got with Alex because I was real sweet and like innocent. I'm like, no, I can't.
It wasn't that she was sweet and innocent. Yes, when I first met Jamie, no.
You made me like this. You made me like this.
Hold it. When I first met Jamie, she was sensitive Nancy, sensitive Sally, whatever you want to call it.
Your mom's
like, oh, Jamie, look at your eyes. Oh my God, what? I can't be seen like this. Yes. Somebody would say something to Jamie. Jamie, when I met her, she was like a twig. She was walking around like she was very, very, very fit, very small. Which
so you trying to say I'm fat now?
Hell no. You just got your baby mama now. Nah, you're not fat, girl. Calm down. That's all. Hey, I'm gonna leave it right there before I get in trouble. But back in the day when Jamie was like what, 130 pounds, 115 pounds, and someone was like, damn, that girl's fat. The sadness on this, that's how sensitive she was. I'm not gonna drink this beer tonight, they call me fat. Man, fuck all that. Be happy. That's what I gotta say. So that's how she was. And then when she started to meet my family, my cousin bro said some stuff to her. Adrian, anybody don't know him, Adrian Bracamonte, he talk a lot of shit. He funny. That's just what he does. He said some things to her and she's like, oh my God, they don't like me. Oh my. And I said, look it, girl, if you want to be part of this family, you want to make this work, you're going to have to toughen up because your skin right now is very, very thin. So that's where it was. That's how it started.
Okay.
Now she's crazy. I can't fucking control her.
Jamie is fire, damn straight. Anyways, so thank you, Kelly. So, so this book, basically, this part of the book is just basically saying like, you have to think before something happens. So like if Alex says like, hey, go fuck yourself, am I gonna say like, hey, you go fuck yourself? Like it's about to go down. You gotta think what's the energy that I'm gonna get out of it? What's the energy that I'm giving? And what is gonna happen with the reaction of the people around me? How am I gonna affect them? So I'm always thinking like, God damn, like this is so true. I'm not even lying to you. Like, that is my biggest flaw. I talked to my cousin Lori about it. I'm like, Lori, I read this book and blah, blah. And she was like, yeah, bitch, that is your biggest flaw. Like, you need to chill the fuck out and throw out that bomb quick for a minute.
Lori ain't got no filter.
And like, you know what I mean? Like, my cousin tells her the truth. Whether it hurts me or not, she tells me the truth. And like she was telling me, like, that is your biggest flaw. I don't want to call it a flaw, but it is a flaw. And I say it's true. It's one of my biggest flaws. So anyways, so I was thinking about it on my way home, and after I was because I just read it like at work, and I was on my way home, and I was really thinking about. I was like, all right, we have a family event coming up, and 2 of the cousins on Alex's side, they don't like me. And, you know, I kind of...
Hey, let me talk about my family like that in public.
The fuck up. Anyways, so I don't know how to explain it, but, like, I gotta... One of the other things I was saying was, no matter if that person doesn't like you or anything, you always want to, like, give them a blessing. Like, even though you don't like them, but you have to genuinely mean it. And the thing is, says that the way that you give out energy is the way you give energy back. Mm-hmm. And it comes back, you know, like, if you genuinely mean it,
what
it means,
you put out into the world is what you get back.
It's bro's. It's what family event? It's bro's daughter's birthday. Karina. I don't know if he sent out the invitations yet, but
no, he just invited everybody on. I think on Snap. So far.
Okay. So then what happened was
May 27th. I think possibly at Nana's house. Boom boom.
So then it was saying, like, basically just you got to be careful what you do, and you want to be more positive because you'll get back and things like that. So I was thinking to myself on the way home, I was like, damn, we have this party, and like, you know, we're gonna go, but it's just. Like, I need to, like, not give them a dirty look, not do anything, right? So, anyways, I'm going home, and we live in a cul-de-sac. And right in the middle is, like, a little centerpiece.
An island.
A centerpiece
in the middle.
I don't know what the fuck it is, Alex. Alex, you know what? Oh, my God.
Yeah, we put centerpieces in our street because we're trying to be decorative.
Let me tell you, okay? So it's the island, right? And then we have this one neighbor that lives... Shut the hell up. We have this one neighbor that lives in the neighborhood. Shit. And they literally think they own the block. They really don't, like, respect anyone in the neighborhood. They drive like a bat out of hell.
On my block, Netflix, check it out.
They're just literally, like, badass neighbors, like, people you don't want in the neighborhood, right? So, anyway, I've always, like, I have talked shit to them. That's how, like, bad. And I was like, no, it doesn't even matter because it goes one out the ear, one through the ear, one out the other.
I tell Jamie all the time, look it, correct, like, who agrees with me out there? Don't argue with somebody who ain't going to hear you. If it's just going to be like, it's just going to go back and forth and there's no ending, why even fucking waste your time?
See, and so my thing is, like, I have to say my point. I have to be like that. Like, I've always been like that. But after reading this book, I was just like, you know what? Like, you don't have to be spiritual to it or anything, but you guys should really read it. Shut the hell up, Alex. Anyway, so after I was, like, thinking about this in my head for, like, 35 minutes about, like, oh, I need to do this. I need to practice more this. And I'm on my way home, and I listen to my man Russ on the radio. And then I pull up, and that neighbor is parked right in the entryway, like, and then it's
by the centerpiece.
Shut the fuck up. By the island, and the other person she's talking to is on the opposite side of the island. So there is no way for me to go around to go in or out, right? So I'm pissed. I'm like, this is a fucking bitch, man. Like, I'm like looking, and you can't see inside the front windshield because it has a tint on there. And so I can see her, though, like, in the mirror, and she's, like, looking, and she rolls her eyes, and she's still talking to the guy. So I'm like, oh, hell no. This bitch, I'm about to fucking honk my horn. Here I go. Everything I just was thinking about on my way to work, on my way from work, or back from,
on your way home from work, everything she was learning just went out the window.
Literally. I was like, this was trial and error, okay? So,
big error.
She looked, it's almost a minute. She still didn't move. And I'm like, this bitch, I'm about to honk my horn. And she goes out to the side. She finally moved. The guy backs up, and she goes off. And what did I do? I go as close as I could to her fucking car to piss her off.
Did the same shit that they do to her and she gets mad about. But hey, let me do it back.
And then I thought to myself,
progress.
No, I just was trying to, like, better myself, and I just did this, and I failed. So then I called Alex crying. I'm like, I was trying to be better, and I messed up by doing this, and I shouldn't have, and now, yeah. Anyways.
That's what I said. It doesn't sound like progress to me. What's happening, Robert? How you doing? Don't ask me how I made it here on time, bro. Don't ask. I want to hear about it.
I was, like, really sad, though, because I was telling Alex, like, I really do need to work on not being so, like, dramatic and fuck them.
Yeah, you do. Just
I know.
Work on your inner peace. Everything else
I do. Like, I'm really, like, if you guys ever met me in person, I'm a real bubbly person. I get along with everyone. Sometimes people are really intimidated. They have said because my makeup looks too, like, I'm a bitch.
She looks like she got that shit painted at Earl Shy. Ain't nothing special.
I'm a bitch. You know what I mean? But, like once you, like, talk to me, I'll start talking about everything. And I'll tell you how I got my shoes for like $5 and how I was so happy and they were at Ganga, and I'll tell
At
you
the end of the day, Jamie's she a people person, but her ass be letting people get to her when they say some things or they aggravate her. She doesn't know how to take it, and that's her. Just work on yourself. Ignore them. Ignore the bullshit.
I think
don't even put subliminal message on Facebook, on social media,
so,
on Instagram, on Twitter, on Moco Space, nowhere.
Well, there was some drama that happened 2 weeks ago, and Alex was like saying, either way, the drama that happened, it always happens every 3 years. Alex was saying, like, it always comes
like
out.
Every 2 or 3 years, this comes back to us.
It always comes back to us. And, like, I don't know, I think I just get irritated by it because, like, I think it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Just, what's up, Maria from Alaska? I think I just get irritated by it because it's not like
Mrs. Jones.
It's not not that it's not true, but I think it's just, I don't know how to explain it.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Whatever it is that comes back to you every 2 to 3 years,
I know.
Let it be.
I know, but like, I don't know.
I tell Jamie this all the time. And I don't mean this in a bad way because some of y'all going to take it the wrong way. But I tell Jamie, if it ain't your mama, your daddy, me, Prince, we should be the only ones to make you laugh, cry, happy, sad. Of course, everyone else is going to do their thing too. But I told her, if it ain't in our immediate home, in our circle, when it ain't affecting us, if it ain't affecting the way we sleep, if it ain't affecting our bottom line, fuck them.
I know, and I really need to work on that. So, like,
you'll get there.
If you guys have the same issue like I do, because I mean we all have our issues, but you should definitely read the book. It's really good. It's a short book. I actually found it at Five Below. It was only $5. But if you guys like, and I was telling my cousin, because Alex's Nino, your godfather, Angel Bracamonte, he's the same way too.
Yeah, we look like twins. He's a little bit bigger though.
But he's the same way too. Like, why do you have to say that? Like if I get scolded by him and I'm like, fuck, I hear Alex scolding me too. Like, but it's true. Like, I gotta realize, like, you know what? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Are they gonna change? No, they're not gonna change. They're gonna do it again. They're gonna keep doing it. They have been doing it since we lived there.
The way I tell Jamie, no matter how old anybody is out there right now, everybody at any stage in your life right now, whether you're a teenager, you're in your 20s, you're doing the dirty 30s, over the hill and 40, or you're 60 and mingling and single and whatever, every day is an opportunity to wake up, be a better person, work on yourself. That's how I feel.
See, and I've always tried to do things like that. Like, my thing is I always try to do at least one thing a day, which that's what the book was saying. It was saying, like, if you do one thing a day, it doesn't have to be like you giving somebody like money or anything like that. It's just basically saying, like, even if you give them a compliment, or if you are walking by someone and you think they look sad, like, you send them a blessing. It's just basically putting out that stuff, and it gives it to you 10 times back. And it's really interesting because it also talks about money.
But even if it doesn't give you 10 times back, do it anyways because you want to.
Yeah. But, I really do believe that whatever you put out, it comes in. And the other thing that I was talking about was money. And I thought this was really interesting. So it was saying that about money, basically saying that there's people out there that are so, that basically put everything over, like people that put everything over money are definitely won't get things back.
You mean money over everything?
Money over everything, yeah. Money over everything.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Shut the fuck up, Alex.
Trying to help her out. Bobby Joe!
What's up, Bobby Joe? And so they were saying that, like, people are like that. So you shouldn't always... People that always, like, keep materialistic things and, like, money, like, in one spot or whatever. Not in one spot, but I mean, like, doesn't, like, make it go around. It actually is really bad. It's really bad. And so, like, it's really interesting. So I don't know, and I believe that because it says, like, if you make it rotate in a nice way, whether it's like giving someone homeless money, or like even if it's on your last dollar, and like, you know what, bro, like here's my last dollar. I get paid in 2 days. I'll be good. I'll find that way. It's actually gonna come back to you like 10 times, which that I believe is true because it has happened.
On that note, really quick, just because you said giving homeless person money, right? Obviously here in Tucson, Poppin, you okay, baby? Are you okay? Oh man, we're gonna have to wipe that up. So obviously in Tucson, there's a lot of homeless people. And obviously in Tucson, there's a lot of people who look like they're probably on drugs and asking for money. One of the biggest things I say all the time is, at the moment that you decide to give a homeless person $2, $5, 50 cents, or whatever.
Okay.
Once you decide to give them that money, that's their money. They're going to do what they want with it. Don't ever be like, oh, I hope that motherfucker don't go buy drinks or drugs or whatever. Just know that you put that out there in a positive way, and it's now their money, and they're going to do with it what they will. If they're hungry, they're going to go buy food. If they need their fix, they're going to go buy drugs. If they're thirsty, they're going to go buy water, or they're going to want to get drunk, they're going to go buy beer. But when you make that decision to give somebody something out of the kindness of your heart, don't worry about what they do with it, because you've already done your part. I always say that to people, because people, I've had people in my work truck with me when I've, $2 here to somebody, and like, oh man, what if that motherfucker buys beer? And then he buys beer. That's what he wanted it for. But my intentions were just to help him out in any way I could at that moment. I don't give money to the homeless people every day. Jamie and I do a bunch of other things, on the low that we don't share. Things of our way of giving back. That was one of the things
that they say, like, you have to generally do it. Don't do it for like your likes or for like social media purpose. It has to like generally come from the heart. Yeah. So like I do see like a lot of people are talking about like, how they do it all for their likes and things like that. But there are so many people that we personally know that they actually do it like just on the side, and they don't post on social media, but they'll ask like, hey, if you know anyone that's giving away blanket, can you give them? Because I have a lot of homeless people that come by or something like that.
But I will say this. This is something that kind of gets on my nerves, because I always see people put, obviously if you're doing it to be a social media influencer, that's different. But I've also seen people who are like, hey, you know what? They went and made all these burritos, and they went to the park and they delivered them, right? And they put it on video. And people are like, oh, why would you do that? You're putting them down, or don't do it for the camera. Sometimes I get that, but I also think those videos are inspiring, and they show people that, hey, you know what? If they can do it, maybe we can go do it. You know what? I want to go help somebody.
I agree, and I think it's like, every once in a while, not like every single time, you know what I mean?
Every time you help somebody, you shouldn't be recording. But
if you're helping at a soup kitchen, definitely post yourself and be like, if anybody wants to help out, reach out to, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, like, so this book was really interesting. So if you guys are really interested in reading it, like I said, it's just a small book. It's 100 pages. It has like 10 little chapters in there. 7 chapters in there, and it's called The 7 Spiritual Success. And it just really opens your eyes to things. And like I said, I believe, I don't, like, lately I've been really talking about this because now I have like a lot of people that are really into it, and like on the spiritual level. And like I've told Alex before, like I have certain things that I do manifest, and I don't tell him. I write it in my journal, and and then like when things do come true, and we're talking about like, I don't even know how this happened. I don't even know how it came in our corner. I don't even know how like it even was even possible, because it should have never been possible. And I'm like, well, I did write this in my journal the first of the month. Like it doesn't happen overnight. It won't happen overnight. Trust me, it will not happen overnight. You guys sneeze? Shut the fuck up. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But
that was my quietest sneeze I ever done in my life.
Just kidding. But
my allergies are killing me.
But it's cool when it really happens, because Alex like, how the fuck did this happen? How did it come in our corner? I'm like, yeah. And I really do believe in that, and I've always believed in that. And Alex has always like encouraged me to like really push my. Shut up, Nate! Don't say bless you, Jim. Just kidding.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I got the sniffles.
I always like, Alex always really pushes me to like, if I see something or if I feel something, like say it, because I used to sometimes in the beginning, I used to hide it from him. And then finally, I started saying things. And
she used to try to hide who she was. I told her, don't worry
it's just weird. I mean, wouldn't you be freaked out? Like if I say,
was I freaked out when you told me? No.
Yes.
I was understanding.
No, not the first time.
I thought it was a little odd, but I wasn't freaked out.
Not the first time, but like like
I didn't go run home and throw rocks at you. Like, you know what I mean?
It's just So it's really fun. And the biggest thing though, I hate when people are like,
Albert,
well,
how you doing?
What's up, Albert? The biggest thing I hate when people are like, well, why can't you win the lottery? Not knowing that, like, this kind of like a lot of people, like people that I'm not that crazy, like where I can like.
I don't think that's the way the universe works, anyways.
I lied. It doesn't work like that. It's basically supposed to work to help other people. That's what it's supposed to for. It's supposed to help other people. And like I've only seen one time. This was the craziest one. Was when one of our family members passed away. We went to go visit.
Yeah,
I actually saw her one of my family members walking back and forth, and they were saying certain things. They were doing certain hand motions with their hand. And I felt like I can see that. And this was like the weirdest thing because I even came home. I was like, Alex, you won't believe it. Like, I've never, ever had this done to me before. Like, never. And I have done makeup on, like, you know, I've done makeup on quite a bit of deceased bodies. I have done, like, things and I can feel things. I can, like, things. But this was the weirdest one because I even was like not freaked out, but, like, it's really, it's unreal. Like, it's weird. So it's weird. So I had to tell my mom, and I told my mom, like, the hand motions that this person was doing, what she was saying, and just things. And my mom said when she was little, the hand motions she was doing was this, rubbing her hands really hard, and I can hear like you know, cause that, and then doing this to her head, and anyway, she said she used to do that when she was little, and I was like, what? Are you kidding me? She's like, no, that's what she used to do when she was little. When she was
Just
angry,
don't share who it was.
I'm not going to say it. And when she was really anxious and nervous, she would do this. And then she's like, like doing this. Like, and it was the weirdest thing. And my mom's like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, yes. And so when I went to go do her makeup for the funeral, it was the weirdest thing. It's not weird, but for some reason, like, I think because I connected with her more than my other family member that I did her makeup for, and like the other past people, it was really weird. But I kind of was nervous, and I'm like, why am I nervous? I've done this many times. I mean, I had done makeup in the back of the funeral home.
Before you go any further, I would be nervous every time.
No, it's really not. It's actually like really like nice and relaxing because you know that this person's gonna look really good. Like, I slay everyone that I do. And
you slay, huh?
Yes. And so, like, I've done makeup in the back while there's like 3 bodies back there. Like, I'm comfortable with that. But for some reason, when I saw my aunt, I was like, well, this is weird. This is weird. This is weird. So then, anyways, but then she said to me, and I heard it very clearly in the back corner, was, it's okay, you can do it. Like, I was like, and I looked around, and there's no one in there. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll do it. So anyways, I did her makeup, and I was talking to her and everything. And then I was putting on her eyelashes. Or I didn't put eyelashes on. No, I didn't. I was just doing mascara. And I was like, dang, look at you. I slayed you. Like, I'm talking to her like how I would normally talk to her. And then I got her a pin. So I went to put I was explaining the pin to her. And I was like, yeah, this is what I got you. And I was like, that way you can, there's a meaning behind it. And I heard in the background her chuckle and say, huh, that's cool. Like, and the way she says it though, it's not like, oh, that's like, haha, that's cool. Like, oh, that's cool. Like, I can't explain how she's like to her voice, but she said that. And I was like, what? Like, and so I was like, wait a second. Like, this is so weird because I never really, this is the first time I ever experienced this. And so anyways, so I told my mom afterwards. So then when we were actually at the funeral, she's like, do you see it? And I was like, no, she's not here. She's not, like, she's gone. Like, I think she passed on. And it was just a whole different vibe. It was definitely a different scent. But it was the weirdest scene because my mom confirmed that that's what she used to do when she was little, like nervous, when she was anxious, when she was upset about things. So it was really like, that was like, I've never had that before.
So really quick.
What?
I don't want to cut you off or make it seem like
Go ahead, I'm
I
done.
don't care about what you're saying, but I got to switch it up a little bit. Really fast.
Thank you, Ashley.
I wasn't able to be on the last live podcast that we had last week. The reason I couldn't be was because there was 2 women in here who were sharing their story about a certain something that they went through. The daughter actually was a minor in a high school or middle school.
Yeah,
middle school. We won't talk about it. You can check out the last live. All the information's on there. But if you guys tuned in last week, it was a pretty sad and seemed kind of dark situation where Jamie was here. She had the mom. The mom's name was Angelica. Bless her heart for coming over here and having the courage to speak up for her daughter. I won't say her daughter's name. Her daughter's a minor. Her daughter was in the 8th grade going through some hard times in life. They had just found out that her daughter's stepfather and Angelica's husband at the time had ended up being a murderer and possibly raped somebody. And
it was crazy. It was just,
so the daughter who's in middle school was going through a really hard time in her life. And, what do you do? What does middle school kids do? They open up to their friends' parents, their teachers, usually teachers, because they're typically supposed to be a good someone you can trust and go to with information. And the daughter went to one of her school teachers with information, or just opened up to him and was confiding in him. He gained her trust, and then before you know it, he was making inappropriate passes at her, saying inappropriate things, and she didn't realize it yet until it really got really deep. And he crossed the line. He mentioned something. This just an example. This is just one example of what he did. He mentioned he accidentally spit on her breast. How a school teacher accidentally spits on an 8th grader's breast, I have no idea. But then he told her, like, oh, I'm not going to wipe that off. I'm not going to wipe that off your breast.
Don't think I'll wipe out that off your breast.
Again, watch the live to hear her say her story. She, you won't see her face, but she wanted to tell her truth. And the reason they wanted to come on here and speak their truth was because, unfortunately, one of the news channels, the local news channels, again, I won't get into any of that right now. One of the local news channels didn't cover it too great. They covered... They went, covered the school.
Literally, just ABC and didn't go all the way to Z.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, the mom ended up she said, you know what, I'm going to take this into my own hands. Went to the school. She put her hands on the teacher. Yeah, maybe in some ways she shouldn't have, but you know what? You fuck with my daughter, my son, I'm probably going to do the same thing. That's just the parent, you know. This is the mama bear came out in her, and they painted her to be a bad person, and it sucks, you know? So they just wanted to share their story, and our ultimate goal for them was to see what resources do they have? Where can these women go? Where can these girls go so they can be heard? So they can have, you know, whether they got to go through, I think she was already doing some therapy sessions and some stuff like that. They need support, you know what I mean? Who can support them? And also the biggest thing is, how do we talk to our children about, hey, look at these are red flags to look out for when you're talking to any adults in your life, especially girls. Girls open up, you know, they're happy, fun. They're talking to their teachers with just honest and innocent intentions. And for a teacher to take advantage of that and become, you know, as I would call a sexual predator, that's just messed up. So if you missed that live, it was on last week.
Yeah, it was really good. It's a lot of information on there.
We're going to do a follow-up on that, and hopefully we can bring in some people here and talk to them more about how they can help that daughter and how they can probably help somebody who you guys know who needs help. But it was a pretty intense show last week.
It really was. Anyways, so yeah. So, what else is there to talk? Oh, the football camp.
Wait. Oh, the football camp?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to figure out what else
First and foremost, well, everybody knows that Jamie and I have been a big part of the Tucson Raiders youth football.
Cousin.
Thanks to my fat ass Nino, a.k.a. cousin, a.k.a. Angel Bracamonte in the coach's office. He got a podcast here, too. So normally he covers the football and all that good stuff. But the Tucson Raiders, they got a couple things coming up. The biggest thing they have coming up is this Sunday, on May 7th.
Be square, bitches.
It is Raiders Day going down at Quincy Douglas.
It's actually pretty fun. It's a lot of fun, guys.
Well, it's going to be like a carnival style. They're going to have raffle baskets. They got Starbucks. They got some liquor, some alcohol beverages for all you people out there trying to get drizzunk after Cinco de Mayo.
What the fuck is drizzunk?
Drizzunk. That means you're just drunk, like you were on the opening event at Pop Studio. Anyhow, they got what other kind of baskets they got there? Starbucks, Dutch Brothers, some food baskets, lottery ticket baskets.
I want that
you
one.
name it. Michael is right here. Let us know what is it that you have,
Michael. Why don't you call in, Michael?
Yeah, Michael, can you call in real quick, Michael?
Call in so we could talk
Call
about
my
it.
phone number right now, and you tell us what you got going on.
It is a lot
what
of fun,
the Tucson
guys.
Raiders got going down.
It's a lot of fun. Like I said, me and Alex.
I wish they could have been here.
Me and Alex have worked this, and it's all volunteers. And the money does go towards the Raiders. And if you guys don't know, it takes a lot of money to run an association.
Before we even say the money goes towards the Raiders, let's say this. If you know a child right now participating in youth sports, period.
Any youth sports.
In any way all year long, they're going to be fundraising. That's just what it takes. You know, it's sad that, you know, we don't have a system where, hey, our government's saying here, help these kids out, keep them off the streets. put them in the parks, let them play some football, or let them do some cheerleading. That ain't how it goes down. All these funds have to be raised by parents and volunteers and coaches, and it takes a lot of work.
It definitely takes a lot. And this money goes towards, because like I said, it takes a lot of money to rent the field. First off, we have to rent the field.
Practice fields.
For practice.
Lights.
Then for the lights. So TEP don't give us no discount. We have to pay that as you know, the association. If not, the lights will get turned off on us, and then the kids won't be able to practice. Also, too, when we have football games, when we host the games, such as we host at Desert View, we have to pay Desert View for the fields. And if the light goes on for 5 minutes, we have to pay a full bill for lights. And the snack bar, we have to pay the snack bar rent. So there's just a lot.
Let me just say this: on an average game day, I think we spent like $213 on ice.
Yeah, just their ice.
Just ice, just to keep them beverages nice and cold.
It does take a lot. And like I said, if you guys are in it, you guys can go to your guys' e-board and ask, I just want to see what goes on. I want to hear what goes on. And you guys are allowed to sit at I think it's the e-board, right?
No, that's the board meetings.
At the board meetings. You're allowed to sit at the board meetings.
Hey, we ain't even got a year.
I know we are. Shut up. And you guys are allowed to sit at the board meetings because we've had parents before sit at the board meetings to listen in. And then at the end of the meeting, they're allowed to ask questions. And you guys will also have, like I'm saying, at every board meeting, at least at ours, we had what was going on for last month. We had the bills that went on for last month. What each team made for last month for their fundraising. So each team has their own little, bank account basically. And what else?
Wait, on that note, talking about they each got their own little bank account, whatever. So look at this. They're all going to have some food. They're going to have some snow cones.
Yes.
They're going to have.
I'm in it. Chris, you going?
They're going to have some carnival games. Hot dogs,
it's Sunday,
hamburgers.
right?
It's going to be this Sunday at Quincy Douglas. It's going down. It's called. They're calling it the Tucson Raider Day on the 7th.
What'd you say, Chris? Hold on.
Still waiting for Michael to call in, right?
Yeah.
Michael, give us a phone call. Call my cell phone right now. Basically, what I'm saying is,
guys, if you guys have a kid, a cousin, a nephew, a niece, whatever, and they're selling shit, buy it.
And especially if you know somebody that got 3 kids playing football and a cheerleader.
And give it away to someone. I mean, you know how many pizza cards that we buy? I'm
that
like, one for my mom.
That we don't
We give one for Alex's mom. We give some to people that we see.
Sometimes we just buy pizza cards or any cards that they're selling, and we just put them in people's birthday cards.
Yeah.
With whatever gift we're giving them.
And it's, you're helping out. It definitely goes a long way. And also, too, the uniforms for the kids. This year, what is it? TYSF. They're having the kids have 3, right?
I don't know if it's 2 or 3, but
it's 2 or 3.
All I know, but the Raiders doing it big. They have an away jersey, a home jersey,
that's
an alternate jersey.
Because they have to have away and a home.
And then they
that's more expensive on the Raiders. And then also to helmets.
And
helmets
it's not just the Raiders.
So
it's all the associations.
It's all the associations.
But we got to give our special love to the Raiders because we Raiders all day.
Yes.
But if you represent the 49ers over there in Sahuarita,
the Rams,
or you over there and you're doing them over there, the Vikings or whoever it is you are, you'll be proud of whoever it is you're with and help support, push them in any way you can.
Carla, yes, you sure can, Carla. You could donate a gift card.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Broncos, we got Broncos in the house. So, it's
there you
a
go.
lot. And I've always told people, because I've had parents come up to me when me and Alex are like doing check-ins for fundraising events and things like that. Well, I don't think that this is going towards anything. I'm like, do you see these lights?
You get a lot of parents who come up, where's this money going towards?
And
we tell everything
them,
for your child.
We
tell
them to come sit during the board meeting so you could see. And if they have an issue, you can always talk to the president, sit down one-on-one, and they could explain everything, exactly what it goes to, because it does cost a lot to run a non-profit organization.
Every now and then it becomes a little hectic, a little crazy, but once everything gets ironed out, you can see exactly the impact that you have as a volunteer for these kids. That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
It really is.
There are some people out there, these adults make it about themselves or they take it to another level or something else. But at the end of the day, it's all about our youth student athletes, the boys, the girls, whether they're playing football, cheerleading. Now they got girls flag football.
Yeah. You okay?
Baby.
So
yeah, Prince is back here. If you haven't already known.
It just takes a lot.
He's chilling.
And like I said, if you guys And be nice to your business managers.
Wait a minute. This guy, Levi, he said Dallas. Well, first of all, Levi, we're talking about youth football. Ain't no Dallas and Tucson. But if you're referring to the Cowboys, yep, they're out there, Sabino. Same thing. If you want to support your local Cowboys, help them out. Go buy a couple of whatever it is you're selling. Any fundraiser you can, just do it. Trust me, it goes a long way for everybody.
It really does.
Can anybody from the Tucson Raiders right now call in right now? D Nice, maybe you want to call in. I'm not going to lie to you. This is my first year in the last 6 or 7 years that we're not part of the board.
I know it's a little
it's kind of hard. I kind of miss it. You know what I mean?
I'm waiting for Dueña to be like, hey, can you guys come over here? Can you guys help out? Can you do this?
Don't give her that nudge. She'll be like, hey, I got y'all on speed dial. Now, but this next coming year, we're going to be helping out.
We're going to be helping Desert View, yes.
with their freshman team, and
we're going to be part of their.
We're going to be part of their fundraising committee or their booster club.
Their booster club, yes. Yeah.
And we're just going to continue doing that because we love doing that. Our little cousin Pops. He ain't little no more, but he's bigger than me. Damn.
And also our cousin Michael too.
Yeah, they're going to be out there.
Said she got us on speed dial. We're going to be helping them out with fundraising and just
don't feel stupid, Levi. That's why you're here for the info.
You're good.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're not judging you. You see this motherfucker. That's why. Just kidding, Levi. Just kidding.
But so we're really excited. We're going to start doing that. So we might switch our podcast time sooner or later. But it
definitely can be sooner because my nights are getting crazy. I don't even know how I made it in here on time to get it to do a live.
How can you donate? Rockefeller, how can they donate to the Raiders?
How you donate?
You know what? We can send you. We can if you want to get your email. What?
Buy a gift card.
Yeah, gift
or
card.
Or if you want to donate, if you do want to donate, remember the sponsor sheets.
Yeah, there's also sponsorship. Like if you have a business right now. And you want to, it's a 501c that they have. So this donation can be a tax write-off at the end of the year for you. And right now, the Tucson Raiders have packages where you can be a bronze sponsor, a platinum sponsor, and there's different options. There's different amounts, but there's no amount too small. And what I mean by that is at this Raider Day coming up on the 7th at Quincy Douglas this Sunday. It's Raider Day. If you have $5. Hey, I just want to donate this right here. It goes into the donation bucket. It goes straight into the Tucson Raiders account. But if you got a business, you're like, yo, how can I put in $1,000 here? They'll give you a tax write-off sheet, all that good stuff. They'll put your name out there, letting you know, hey, thank you for your donation. Mm-hmm. Thank you for supporting the Tucson youth. I mean, you have no idea. At the end of the day, it's all for the smiles on those kids' faces when they get those uniforms.
It's really cool.
They bust through at the beginning of the games.
Yeah.
Some of those intros, they're better than the NFL. I ain't gonna lie. And if anybody out there knows Dexter.
Man. Dexter got some bomb-ass intros.
His team intros are crazy.
This guy went and bought a damn blow-up. And
they got a tunnel. They come out of a Raider tunnel.
Yeah, they come out of a Raider tunnel with smoke bombs.
Smoke bombs, sparks flying.
It's crazy.
They got the national anthem in the background.
They have a horse coming out. I mean, this guy goes insane. All out. It is so cool, though, to see the kids' face. And they just have a lot of fun with it.
Oh, shout out to Robert. They're going to donate a gift card right there. The Old Pueblo Faithful. And that's a 49er fan club right there saying, hey, you know what? We're just going to support the youth. We'll do it. That's what's up. Hell yeah.
So it's a lot of fun, guys. And it's family oriented, so you guys can come out with your family. Like I said, there'll be tickets for sale that you guys can go to. Do some of the games that they have. And I don't know if they're going to do it, but last year they did one where they were able to put people in jail. And then you had to pay to get them out. That was cool. So you pay to put someone in jail. There was actual wannabe sheriffs, right?
Is that going to be there this?
I don't know. Is it? Because that was a lot of fun.
Is there going to be a jail on Sunday for the Tucson Raiders?
It was so much fun.
I'm about to lock your ass up.
Shut the hell up. No, you're
not. You
not.
going in there, girl.
Anyway, so what they did is
see if you can manifest your way out of that shit.
You pay a ticket to sheriff to go arrest somebody, and then they put you in this jail, and then you have to pay $1. You have to pay a ticket to get out.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun because they were putting a lot of coaches in there. I think someone even stayed in there till the end because no one wanted to get them out.
I'm gonna say this: it never fails. Every year during these fundraisers, somebody happens to make popovers.
Oh, yeah.
Indian fried bread.
Is there popovers over there?
Are there going to be any popovers or Indian fried bread this Sunday? Let me know.
Denise.
Because I'm always late. That line just wraps around the park. I'm like, oh, y'all in line for that food, huh? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I know that. Oh, that shit.
It's a lot of fun though. So it's like I said, bring out your family. It's at Quincy Douglas. And what time does it start at?
Make it a picnic. Make it a pachanga.
What time does it start at?
You know what? Damn. Denise, what time it start, girl? Come on, I know you know.
Michael, why don't you call Michael and tell him to answer? Call Michael.
Yeah, I know. Michael, why you hiding, Michael? Where he at? He
Call
on a
us.
date.
He's on a date.
Come on, Michael. Dwayne, somebody, Jeremy, D Nice, anybody on that board? I'm calling you all out.
What? Oh, 12 p.m.
12 p.m.
That Michael, why don't you call Michael?
Michael,
Goddamn.
can you see?
Thank
Brittany
you,
got
Brittany.
the line up. Thank you, Brittany.
Brittany.
We appreciate you, girl.
Thank you, Brittany. Brittany has her little cheerleader on there because Jay's now too big. He's all at Tucson High.
Hey, doing big things.
He's doing big things. It's 12 to 4.
12 to 4. Hottest part of the day, but hey, go over there and
It's
cool
supposed
out
to
with a
be-
little
it's-
beverage. Hey, they're going to have some snow cones, I said, and some, did you say some teas or some, yeah, anyway, either way, I want one of
You're
each.
coaching now? No way. Are you
Who?
doing cheer,
Who
Brittany?
coaching?
Brittany.
Here we go. Give me one more. We got a caller over here. Look like the cheer director, maybe.
What's up? Break
Wait,
it down
wait,
one
let me-
time.
let me
Come on
see.
now. Who's on the line?
Hello, hello.
That's awesome, Brittany.
Hey, can you help me out back there, Mr. Chris Kidney?
Hold on.
Yeah, 1 second. Stay on there, Michael. Don't lose
Got
it.
them turned on. Do you have
Black.
Did you turn up your volume or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear him?
Michael, can you say something?
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, we got it.
Michael, is this you?
Michael says you. It says Michael on your
Yes,
damn
it's
phone.
me.
The fuck?
Can you speak up?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, Michael, real quick, introduce yourself. Let the people out there in our little ninth show of our little podcast.
Our
Big Things
14
Poppin'.
people watching.
All 14 people
There's
watching. Let them know
five,
who
but
you are.
there's probably 5 people that didn't click on the thing still watching us.
Well, congratulations on your ninth show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you guys.
Oh, we love you too, Michael.
My name's Michael. I am the cheer director for the Tucson Raiders for their second year.
Whoop whoop. Yeah.
What else?
So, Michael, tell us a little something right now. What? Whoa, my son getting crazy right here. See, he heard Michael on the phone. He like, yo, let me get up. He got up from Michael. That's what he did. Really quick, Michael. So you're having this fundraiser, Raider Day, May 7th, Quincy Douglas Park from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. What kind of raffle baskets can we expect to see there?
There's all types. Like you said, there's Starbucks, there's Dutch Bros. Jamie's stuck between both. So come on,
I
Jamie.
am.
Get that money out. There's beauty baskets. There's going to be alcohol baskets. I want to say people said movie. They're making like a movie night basket, a grill basket,
Ooh.
A grill
wrap
basket.
Damn.
There ain't no popovers, but hey, let me.
What kind of
see
food
I
is
can
going to
do.
be there?
What kind of food is going to be there?
'Cause you know
just
me, I
your
want food.
basic hot dogs, hamburgers, nachos. There's gonna be the ice cones and
Nachos
just like
sound
all
bomb.
bunch of different games and stuff.
Awesome. On that note, can you tell us, are there anything else coming up for the Tucson Raiders here in the next couple of months?
There is. We're actually doing a cornhole next month.
Ooh.
And then mid-July we're gonna do the Cheers second annual Power Puff.
Oh, that was cool last
we
year.
Actually, this year we're gonna do it bigger than last year. So unfortunately, flag football for the girls got canceled.
Oh no.
So we're going to do 13 to 17, and then we're gonna do 18 to 45, 50,
So-
however old you want to come and run it.
So right away, really quick, what you're saying is that you guys are going to do a Powerpuff Girls football tournament before the season starts as a fundraiser, and it's open to the public. You're inviting everybody between the ages of 13
I
and
think
17.
Brittany did it last year. Brittany,
and
did you do
18
it?
and over, right?
Yes, sir.
And how much does it cost for per team? I know you need 10 people on each team. How much is it to sign up for each team?
200.
$200. Boom, bam.
Yes, and then that way too, there will be all types of different food. Things still sell there. Probably be more raffle baskets and everything. Face painting was
Ooh.
last year, so we'll probably bring that again.
Jamie's a pretty good face
balloon
painter.
making.
It's so funny. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Hey, real quick, just throw this out there. If you guys haven't seen Jamie's TikTok video of her DMX challenge, check it out.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, 31 personalities.
Thank you for shouting that out.
Yeah. Anyhow, Michael, thank you for giving us the call. Thank you for the information. We appreciate it. As always, our hearts are with the Raiders 100%. We wish you guys the best, and we hope you guys raise a lot of money this weekend. And if everything goes well, me, myself, and my grouchy ass wife here, we will be there along with my son.
Grouchy ass wife. Who you calling grouchy?
You.
Well, can't wait to see you guys out there. We all miss you.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
We will be out there to support everyone.
We'll be in touch. Thank you, Michael.
Thanks, Michael. Talk to you soon. Okay,
Talk
bye.
to you soon.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So if you guys go out there, make sure you guys say hi, and I'm there for the nachos. I love nachos. I love nachos. Tell the nachos that I like because I'm bougie.
All I know is when you guys see me walking up, you better get one of each.
The hell?
Sunday's my cheat day. Hey, my titty, you couldn't tell my titty. I think every day a cheat day now. It's the summertime, you know what I mean? I gotta do what I gotta do.
Summertime.
But yeah, on that note, anything else we gotta talk about today?
I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else. Chris, is there anything else that we need to talk about?
Did we miss anything?
Chris, did we miss something?
I have a little something coming up, but I can't say nobody right now.
Oh, I remember.
I'm going to be doing something on my own. I'm going to venture out away from Jamie Vanessa for a little bit.
Oh, shit, Priscilla, she's going to be out there buying raffle tickets.
Yep.
Let's go. Yes, she was. And Brittany was in the Powder Puff thing. Brittany's a badass.
Is Brittany a badass?
That bitch will fucking go wham.
Wham?
Yeah, she's like, well, knock your ass down.
I don't know about her cousin, though.
Who's her cousin?
Right?
Who's her cousin?
Was it a different Brittany?
No, it's Brittany. Brittany Weddle Brittany.
Oh, my bad. I'm thinking about somebody else.
Anyways,
She's not related to Clarissa, right?
No.
My bad, Brittany. Wrong Brittany.
No, Brittany's a badass. Yeah, she was out there, and I don't think I could keep up. I'll be like,
so, are you going to do the Power Puff?
No, hell no.
Why not?
Hell no. I can't run.
You go out there and be a cheerleader?
Hell.
Dang. You know what? We'll see how it is.
At one point, I was able to do round-off backhand springs, round-off backhand spring tucks.
At one point, Jamie was running 5Ks and 10Ks in Disney. I don't know what happened now.
And Disney stopped doing their annual runs.
Damn you, Disney, because of you, Disney.
Well, actually, they started up again, so eventually I'm going to do it again. I did 3, right? I did 3 10Ks in Disneyland. And anyway, so I think I'm going to...
10K? 10,000 tacos in one year? I'm with it.
So I want to do those again. They were a lot of fun. And you got like a medal, and you ran through Disneyland, and you ran through California Adventure, and you got to see all the characters. You got to take pictures of characters. And like, if you're like really into it and don't even want to run, what?
Oh, wait, go ahead. Finish. Finish.
Anyways, so if you just want to like race, you can race the whole thing, but they get on your bibs. It has like a little chip in there. So Alex was able to see like my time and what area I was in. Track. It was really cool.
Yeah, on the course.
And there are characters out there, so you can take pictures with characters. You see Mickey, and he like waves you. You can't take a picture of Mickey because he's the most popular one. So he's like somewhere, and he waves to you. And it was just, and you get to dress up. So each one is a theme, which is really cool. So I did one that was a best friend theme. The other one was, I forgot, but they're all different, and so many people.
One of them wore a tutu.
Yeah, me and Melissa and Taylor were Monsters Inc.
Yeah, that's right.
And we did like the tutu, like it. It was so much fun, and I want to do it again. I think, how much did it cost?
Enough.
It cost a lot of money. But then I got a shirt, and then I had you add the pin to it, and then but everything went towards the charity.
Yeah,
that was a cool thing. And then they had New Balance. I think it was New Balance, right?
Dang, maybe we had to have a Raider 1K run. Ain't nobody out there running. Yep, right there. I said it, Michael.
Damn,
that's a good idea. The first annual Tucson Raiders 1K run. Boom. They sign up. They get a shirt. They get a pin. They get this. They get that. Boom, boom.
I actually have somebody that can make pins,
there
too.
There it is. Here we go.
You know somebody who can make shirts, too.
What I start.
Yeah, we have someone that can
we got
make
a spot
shirts,
that
too.
can make shirts. There it is. The Raider 1K
that's
run.
actually kind of cool.
Because you can't be having run 2K in Tucson. You know what I mean? Pass out.
And then they have a 5K, a 10K, and then they had what's the other one?
The Modelo run.
Oh, that would be dope.
That would be, yeah.
Yes.
Dang.
So anyway, so basically it was fun. I loved it because I'm a Disney person.
We'll call it football and tequila. I was playing.
All right, so what were you laughing at? That's wild, Alex. Thank you, babe. You don't need to run. You can be my quarterback.
That's why I was laughing. Jamie's ass can't throw shit for the life of her. Don't ever do that shit again. Jamie, no. That's not how you throw.
I know, that's how I thought.
Hey, did you guys hear? What were you doing?
Well, don't they do that? They're like,
Jamie out here shooting cannons. God, I love you though. Even when you're stupid, I love you.
Oh my God.
Shit.
And then one year I was Michael's partner for the damn, I was Michael's partner for the cornhole and I lost that bitch.
Every time I hear the word cornhole, I don't know why. What does it remind you of right away?
Cornholio?
Boom. Yes. Yeah, Beavis and Butthead.
That was lame. Alex.
MTV. I wasn't trying to be funny.
That was lame as hell. I think, Alex, yeah. Anyways, you're done.
Your makeup's lame, but I let you come,
done.
right?
Yeah, done. Yeah, done. Anyways, so it was fun.
Get mad because my titty's bigger.
You know what? Once our
Good.
backyard is done, we're gonna put a cornhole back there so we could practice, so I could master it. But there were some kids there, and they were like only like 13. They're like, yeah, these bags right here are like $300. I'm like, the fuck you need a $300 bag for?
When you got it, you got it.
Like, and they're like really into the competition and everything. And they're like, and they have a special bag that holds the bags. And he was like, yeah, it's all in the wrist. I'll go easy on you. This motherfucker made every single one. I was like, I thought you were supposed to go easy on me. Like, you're not even gonna let me try to win? No, we got knocked out.
No
like,
mercy.
Yeah, there was no mercy. And these kids are like, ha! I was like, oh, you know what? Good thing you're a kid.
But if it was a Tecmo Bowl tournament, I'd be in there.
A what?
You don't know what Tecmo Bowl is?
No, what is it? What is it? Say it.
All my people out there, 35 plus, who knows what Tecmo Bowl is?
Remember, people, when Alex was walking in kindergarten, I was barely being born. So, you old ass man.
I'll be 40 this year.
Ew.
4-0.
Ew.
Damn.
Alex got old balls. Just kidding.
Wow. I don't even know how to respond to that. Children,
I'm
earmuffs.
glad I'm not saying that.
Oh, you sound like someone that just said something wrong on the Steve Harvey show.
No, do you remember? What's that one movie where he falls?
Old wrinkly
it was
balls.
yeah. Oh, the Adam Sandler movie.
Of
Yes,
course, it
you
would be
already
with
know.
you, Jimmy.
You already know me and my Adam Sandler. Anyways, so yeah. So then, real funny before we end. Another thing before we end. I was texting Alex. I was like, Alex, like if you guys are on TikTok, I mean,
Here we fucking go.
Listen.
Here we go.
Let me just tell you.
Shit.
Let me just tell you.
This
Okay.
guy's taking over my life.
No, it's not. Listen, I've liked Russ, but I never really like.
What's the fuss about Russ?
He's just fucking hot. I mean, he's
You know why you think he's hot? Because you and him have the same forehead. It goes back here. That's why you think.
No. Anyways, let me
Girl,
tell
go put
you.
a beanie on.
No, let me tell you, okay? So anyways, Russ came out with the new song, and it's going to drop tomorrow.
For
And-
anybody who don't know who Russ is, he's
Russ
that guy who
Bus.
sings that song, The Money Make Me Handsomer.
The fuck?
Isn't that what it is? The money make me handsomer. These tacos make her come to me. That's my song shit. Remix.
No. Anyway, so like I was telling Alex, like, I guess he was like going on tour or whatever, and I was like, Alex, if he's going on tour, like I don't give, like I really don't. When I go to concerts, I'm not the type of person like to get front row unless it's Kane Brown. I'll be willing to pay the money to see Kane Brown. And I told Alex, if Russ ever comes to Phoenix or something, I want front row tickets. I don't give a fuck. I want front row tickets. And Alex sent me a text saying, fuck Russ. I just sent him a thing. I was like, Alex, if Russ comes to Phoenix, we need to go. And then he was like, yeah, fuck Russ.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's
it was
too
funny.
much.
But yes, he's so hot. Anyways, all right. Well, I have nothing else to talk. Maybe Pop Studio can come out live Sunday live.
We actually can't go out Sunday live with Pop Studio because
Angel Barcamonte is on.
he's actually on that evening. So the equipment's going to have to stay here in the studio. But
See,
maybe
Priscilla gets
you know,
me.
maybe we'll have to organize and
Priscilla,
see
you just have
if-
to watch. Just go on TikTok and put Russ, RUSS, and he's like has a certified check, and just watch his videos.
I think Priscilla laughing because she
Goddamn,
agrees with you.
so hot. Want to touch the hiney?
Priscilla, wait till I tell your husband, girl, to go look up Raw. I'm going to send him the direct links. I don't even know if she married.
Anyways,
that's funny.
so yeah, so that's all that we have to talk about today. I think. Get money while you're bullshitting. All right, I don't know what else. Say.
I was working pretty late today. That's what I was doing, getting money.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it. Priscilla, girl, inbox me afterwards, girl. Inbox me afterwards.
Send
because
us
let
your
me tell
video
you.
reaction after you watch a few videos.
Let me tell you, girl.
I don't want to tell Jamie who it looked like.
Because I told him, I said, don't fucking ruin it for me because like.
I mean, look, let me tell you something, guys. I love my wife, but she got shitty taste, and I know I'm with her, so that's the ugh. You know what I mean? I feel she thinks Patrick Mahomes is handsome.
I love Patrick Mahomes.
I
love Patrick Mahomes when he was in college.
He looked like Sideshow Bob.
In college. When he was in college.
He looks like that girl from Roseanne. What's her name? What's her daughter? Come on, help me out.
No, go fuck yourself.
Chris. What's her name?
Who?
The daughter on Roseanne.
I think it's no.
Patrick Mahomes. Who does he look like? What's her name?
Darlene, asshole.
Yes.
No, he does not.
How do you think he's handsome when he look like Darlene?
No, he's hot.
He even does this every time he walks off the field. I ain't even mad because he's Kansas City. I'm just saying.
Anyways, and then who's my other guy that I like?
Kane Brown.
I love Kane Brown.
Yeah,
I love Kane Brown when I first saw him on Facebook.
Weird now,
no, let me tell you. When I first saw him on Facebook, I told Alex, this guy. No, stop it. When I first saw him on Facebook, I told Alex, this guy's gonna be big, and I want concerts. I want first tickets to his concert, right? Anyways, so he was coming to the Rialto Theater, and I was so excited. Anyways, Alex made that wish come true. He was the first one in line to buy the first tickets. Oh my God, yes. No. Anyways.
No. Patrick Mahomes looked like him.
Yeah.
Anyways. Or her, sorry.
Anyways, so Alex got me tickets to Kane Brown, and it was the first tickets that were sold, and ended up selling out, and we were there right in front, and I got to watch him, and he actually had a really good performance.
I think Jamie got pregnant from him that night, and he didn't even touch her.
Shut the
I had to get a Plan B pill the next day.
I have my actor. I have my actor.
Who's your actor?
Shaman Moore. So hot.
Is that how you say his name?
No, it's actually he was on today too on The View. I think it was The View or something like that. No, Shaman
Everybody knows
Moore.
him from SWAT,
He's
NCIS.
so hot. NCIS. Oh my God, just love him so much.
Oh no, not NCIS.
Yeah, don't do that, Chris. That's fucked up. And then who else do I like, Alex?
Too many people. I can't even keep track.
Patrick Mahomes.
It's not fair because they can't see it.
It's not fair.
Patrick Mahomes, Kane Brown.
Russ Bus.
Russ Bus.
Yes,
Shaman
it was.
Moore,
It was
whoever
so.
his name is.
It was so worth it, Carla. And then it was funny too because we went to Universal Studios and they were saying that they were shooting actually NCIS there. I'm like, Alex, what happened if Shaman Moore comes up? Like, you gotta get ready. I want a picture. Anyways, they ended up not showing up. And then 3 weeks later, they were actually doing the same thing. Like they were doing the tour. You okay? They were doing the same tour, and he actually came up to the people.
Baby.
He came up to the people. I was like, Alex, we missed him by 3 weeks. So
Tough shit. He's married now and got a kid.
he just had his first kid, which is awesome.
Lucky.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I think it's a wrap.
Why you don't want to talk about any of my imaginary baby daddies?
She got a lot of them. But ain't none of them sent a check in for Prince yet, so I'm just waiting.
No, let me tell you a funny story before we end. Hold on. I got to tell you something funny. Okay, so, when Patrick Mahomes, they were going to the Super Bowl, right? And so we were in the hospital this time.
Good night, Robert.
Good night, Robert. And so we were in the hospital this whole time, and so I was really excited. And so, like, we got along with a lot of the nurses, the doctors.
I think we got along with everybody.
We got along with everyone.
Except
like
one person.
We talked to him anyway. So I was like, yes. And he's like, the Dr. K's like, why are you so excited? I was like, well, Prince's real dad is going to the Super Bowl. And he's like, who? I was like, Patrick Mahomes. And so he's like, what? I never seen that dude in the office. Like, you know what I mean? So he really thought Patrick Mahomes was Prince's son. So then he was like, Alex, you didn't tell me that Prince's real dad is Patrick Mahomes. He goes, he isn't. Jamie just makes this up and da-da-da, right? So then, or they were playing and they were going to go to the next round. Anyway, so then I must have went home and showered. Well, I think they were actually gonna play in the Super Bowl. Like they announced, like they won. They're gonna go to the Super Bowl now. So the cardiologist went into the room and was like, "Hey, Alex, I just want to come in and say congratulations." He's all, "For what?" He's all, "For Prince's dad making it to the Super Bowl. Have a good night," and then walks out.
That shit was hilarious.
It was hilarious. And then we dressed up Prince as Patrick Mahomes because we were watching it in there. And Alex had a State Farm shirt on, and then I had a shirt that said
I
Rolling with
can't wear
Mahomesy.
Kansas City. I'm a Bronco fan all day. I can't wear Kansas City Chiefs.
But it was so funny, and everyone on the floor knew that Prince's real dad was Patrick Mahomes that day. Everyone was
Everybody
like,
really thought
"Oh,"
that. It was
so
hilarious.
it was funny, and yeah. So I mean, you got to make the best out of our situations that we were.
I'm gonna tell you this, not to cut you short, woman. I am I'm hangry right now. I haven't eaten all day.
Eat the fucking mic then.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, oh my God, no.
It's probably already Beatles season, guys.
Oh my God,
It's
that's
a wrap.
gross.
Thank you guys for tuning
Anyways,
in.
all right, guys.
We appreciate it. It's a nice show. We just shoot the shit, talk some shit, and
It's for shits and giggles.
yeah.
Anyways, thank you, Chris, again for always providing the best audio and all that good shit. Yay to Chris. Anyway, so next Thursday we'll be on again, and
Good night, Albert. Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
And anyways, yeah. All
Great.
right. Well.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Later on.